Hey guys, this is just a quick video, just letting you know that you can now download this Liverpool save. Yes, been highly requested. A lot of people have been messaging me and leaving comments saying, "Oh, can I download the video?" Sorry, I'll download the save rather. And here it is. It is in the description below. And if that's all you want, if you literally just want to download this, then click off the video now and say thanks or whatever and download it. But if you want some help with it, in terms of tactics, what do I do? Because a lot of people as well have been asking about do a tactics video, why, how I do these things. I've done a tactics video before about Liverpool, but that was about the default Liverpool team, the team that starts that you start off with. So I'm just gonna give you a roundup of where we're up to. Of course, now this is in I think it's the end of season 8. I think season 8, 9. I can't remember exactly, but. Yeah, what's going on? What are the transfers and stuff? Well, the main one, of course, as we all know now, is if we go to history, I've brought in Fredinho, I've brought in Lukaku, Acosta, Valencia, and Fredinho. And let's just go. Sorry, let's go to the transfer centre. Jack Robinson is on his way out. He wants to leave, joining Bayern, and he will be joining Bayern in 1 week. So he's gone. Also, if we go to Luis Suarez, who's now 33, he wants first team football. Now, it is your choice, obviously, whether you want to keep Suarez or sell him. Just a spoiler, I do sell him because he is 33. As I say, now my advice to this, I personally would advise selling him, but of course, it is your choice at the end of the day. He is 33. He is on £135,000 a week. There aren't too many players in the world that can, at that age, justify £135,000 a week, especially when you have players like No Goetz, also have Fredinho, who is a very good talent, let me tell you. He is Brazilian, very, very good. I mean, as you can see, his finishing is 20 off the ball. He's 20. His stamina's good. He's got very good pace. His work rate's terrific. He's got a good penalty taking. His heading is fantastic. His anticipation's good. His acceleration, everything, balance, everything. He's a very, very, very good player. Not to mention you have Carlos Fierro also there. Jellalicious wanted. You can sell him if you want, but bear in mind he's a good goal scorer as well. He's got 14 last season. So it is all up to you. In terms of tactics for this team then, what do I do? Now, of course, they're on holiday still, so bear that in mind. But what do I do? If you're looking for some help, here it is. Obviously, Reina's in goal. That should be no biggie. Right back, I tend to either go with either Matthews or Cremona, who is a bit young, but it's time to blood him in possibly. But I think as your best team, it's either one of these two. But then, of course, you've got the choice of any of these. Hey, Otto. I think they rank in about that. So from in descending order, so it goes Matthews, Cremona, Otto, Hay. They are the best in that order, in my opinion. Anyway, as you can see, I mean, their average rating. Don't let the average rating fool you. I think Hayes played like 3 games, and he did well in fairness, but he is a little bit inconsistent. Let me just warn you on that. So this is probably my strongest team. I'll show you my strongest team first, and not first. Actually, it'll be my only team. And then I've got Simon Kjaer and Tom Wheeler. They are my 2 definite centre backs. We've also got Acosta at left back. St. Louis also can go in as a rotation, but this, as I say, is my strongest team. Pedro Acosta will go at left back. Don't forget you've got Quartes, who's then also wanted. He might go. We've also got Crichton, who is the backup centre back. At right back, we have on the right wing we have Ferretti. That should be no problem there at all. Then in the middle, this is where things get a little bit tricky. I usually go with Ericsson and either, depending on who we're playing, Goetze. Well, it really is a choice. It really is all about. I couldn't name a straightforward team in this section, in the more offensive section, if you will. Defensively, I'm fine, and probably up to this point, this is where I'm fine. But it comes to a point where who I'm playing, what time we're playing them, how the fitness is, how the stamina is, how many games there are to go. I probably at this point would play Alaba and Goetze. Gokov is 33, he's going on a bit, but trust me, he goes on and on and on and on and doesn't let up in his performances. But he has a very annoying knack of shooting. As I say, that does mature. He does mature a lot as he goes on. He does stop shooting as much now. Anytime when he is in his late 20s, he does like to just basically anytime he gets the ball, I'm going to hit this as hard as I can, and I don't care if it goes 10,000 miles that way or whatever. He doesn't care. Sadler, again, maybe now he is young. I would certainly recommend him now, putting him in every other game as well. He's a very, very good player. Di Maria's getting a little bit older now, but he's only 32 still, so that's still not that bad. So he's a good option to have again, but he doesn't play a lot. From two, at this point, probably would have to be then. At the moment, it's Goetz and Suarez, but that, of course, will change to Fredinho, depending if you want to put him in. That is, of course, if you sell Suarez. Fierro as well is also, again, it's a rotation thing. It's, again, who you're playing, why, all that sort of stuff. So, bear that in mind. But I think if I had a choice, I probably would go with Fredinho, because that's my thing. I sell Suarez, okay? On the bench, then, Courtois would be the backup goalkeeper. Robinson's going, so you just ignore him. He is going, so I might as well just put him in the reserves, to be honest. He doesn't even deserve to be there. Quartes, then, number 2. Number 3, I probably would go to St. Louis. He's very decent potential. He's only 22, well, potentially he's 22. He's made 12 league appearances. Hasn't scored yet, but he's good. He's a good thing to have. Got Silva, who can play. Now he can play at right wing or centre. Well, he can play. Well, let me just show you. In fact, let me just show you him. He can play right wing back, right mid, centre mid, or defensive mid. So that's a very, very good sort of versatility he's got there. But I wouldn't advise him being in a defensive role. He is far better as an attacking role. Just I think that you could say for most players, to be honest. But he's a good player. So I'd probably go with Bender on the bench for a big game like that, and then Sadler. Di Maria, I think Sadler has now overtaken Di Maria, if I'm going to be honest. There would have been Di Maria in the past, maybe like a season ago, but Sadler has now broken through, and because of Di Maria... Actually, no, I always prefer youth over experience. That's just me on this game, because I always look to the future, and... I mean, obviously, if you're different, if you're the other way around, if you rather have experience, then I say, I'm not going to dictate this to you. This is just how things have gone for me, and look how, and I'm, you've been watching my videos, and I've brought some success here. So that's what I'm going. I'm not dictating this to you. You can play this as you want, but this is just how I personally feel. So you have, and then I would go with 2 subs of the 7. I probably would go with Fierro. And probably, now it's up to you really, Cadlet or Gelidija, whoever you want. I probably would go with Gelidija on the bench. So, yeah, that's my tactics. That's in the 4-4-2. Now, the other 2, I'll let you play around with these. The asymmetric one, which I have used before, this is the alternative. I usually stick with the 4-4-2, but as I say, I can have any formation you want, but these are the ones that work for me. Teams are a little bit different, obviously you can only have one, but I think you would play around. Di Maria is better in some positions than maybe Goetze. I wouldn't advise Ericsson as DMC. Bender would clearly be far better DMC. Alcalde's another one you can play at left, on the left attacking mid. You could have Di Maria in there. I think Crawford, even if you want some young players there, if you want. So yeah, that's the team. And the situation, well, that is basically it. That is the situation. So, can you beat my score? I challenge you. Beat my score of 99. That's just a little introduction there of the team. So, yeah, that's about it. So, if that's it, if you want to go ahead and download it. And thank you very much. So, I just answered a few more questions as well. Wondering how am I powering through this? Well, one, I've done them before. I've been playing this save now for the last 2 or 3 months. Actually, not 3 months. I'd say about 2 months. But it only gave me the idea that I would start uploading them as a sort of series. So I'm up to season, as of recording this, I'm up to season 13, and very rapidly moving to 14. So I'm powering through these, and how I power through them. I holiday some games, not a lot. I'd say a handful, 4 or 5 games, maybe a season, and that's like the smaller games. I've holidayed like one big game in the last like 10 seasons, and that was like because we'd already won the league. Wouldn't advise doing it usually, but it's far easier as a small, it's far easier to do it as a big club when you've got the assistant managers, who are really good. We're just showing you a staff as well. These are your staff then. You've got Carragher as your assistant, Kevin Keane's still there. So I've brought back loads of former players, Fowler, Finn and Cisse, Alonso, Agger. We've also brought in Mark Schwarzer, who's a very, very good goalkeeping coach. Robin van Persie. One thing, he is a superb scout. Very, very good scout. Would recommend him if you haven't got him already. Ronaldinho, I wouldn't recommend. And Ronnie Rosenthal, they're pointless. I don't know why I got them in, but there you go. And yeah, that's basically it. I've just brought, and whatever you do, don't get rid of Rodolfo Borrell, for the love of God. He is superb, as I think I may have mentioned before. He is the one who brought in brought through Lionel Messi in the Barcelona academy. So he helped him through. Of course, he tutored them. So yeah, that's that. If you have any more questions, leave them in the comments. All you do, if you don't know what to do, you pop this. Then I'm actually have to remember this myself. You go to, this is how you do it then. So you'll download the file, the .fm file. Go to Sports Interactive. Go to FM12. Go to Games. And simply drop it in there. These are all my saves here. I've got a few review backed up things here. There's my Soccer AM save, there's a Liverpool save, there's a few more reviews, there's this save, it's called Download, and I've got my Cardiff save there, and I've got my Southampton one. So that's all there. So that, and you just drop it in there, and as far as I'm aware, that is it. Yeah, and it's there on your game, and you'll be able to play it. So thanks for watching, lads. If you have any more questions, as I say, drop them in the comments, and thank you, and bye bye.